Did you know the most powerful man in the world once quit his job to grow vegetables? In 305 AD, Roman Emperor Diocletian did something that shocked the ancient world. He voluntarily gave up absolute power and retired. This was the first time in 300 years any Roman emperor had stepped down willingly. Diocletian had just successfully split the massive empire into 4 parts, creating the most stable government Rome had seen in decades. At the height of his success, he simply walked away. He retired to his massive palace in what is now split Croatia. There, the former ruler of millions spent his days tending to his cabbage garden. When fellow Romans begged him to return to power, he reportedly said the cabbages he grew were more beautiful than any crown. His countrymen couldn't understand it. Why would anyone give up ultimate authority? In a world where modern leaders cling to power at any cost, Diocletian's choice seems almost impossible to believe. He chose vegetables over an empire. What if the devastating 1755 Lisbon earthquake struck today? The original disaster was catastrophic. A 9.0 magnitude quake, followed by massive tsunamis and fires that killed 100,000 people and destroyed 85% of Lisbon. But in modern times, the chaos would be unimaginable. GPS satellites would go dark instantly. Undersea internet cables connecting Europe to the world would snap like threads. Lisbon is now a major tech hub. Global financial markets would crash within hours as trading systems failed. 3 million refugees would flood across European borders, creating the continent's worst migration crisis ever. The European Union would scramble to relocate critical operations from their damaged Portuguese facilities. Just like in 1755, people would question everything: their faith, their governments, their future. But the real shock would come later. Portugal's weakened economy would shift Europe's power balance toward Germany and France permanently. One earthquake wouldn't just destroy a city, it would reshape the entire continent's future. Did you know a woman almost shattered the Roman Empire and came closer to success than any enemy in centuries? In 267 AD, Zenobia became regent of Palmyra when her husband died unexpectedly. She was supposed to quietly rule until her young son came of age. Instead, she had other plans. First, she secured her desert city with lightning raids against neighboring tribes. Then she did the unthinkable and invaded Egypt, Rome's breadbasket. Her armies swept through Alexandria like a sandstorm, cutting off Rome's grain supply. But she wasn't finished. Zenobia declared complete independence from Rome. The empire was stunned. No one had successfully challenged Roman power like this in generations. Emperor Aurelian himself marched east with his best legions. After a brutal siege, Palmyra finally fell. Zenobia was captured and paraded through Rome in golden chains. Then she mysteriously vanished from history. For 3 years, this desert queen controlled half the Roman East and nearly broke an empire. Here are 5 things you didn't know about the Battle of Thermopylae. First, the 300 Spartans weren't fighting alone. There were actually 7,000 Greek warriors total defending the pass that day. Second, King Leonidas wasn't some young warrior in his prime. He was 60 years old when he made his legendary last stand against impossible odds. Third, the fighting was so brutal that Persians had to build bridges of dead bodies just to cross certain areas of the battlefield. Fourth, a Greek trader named Ephialtes showed Xerxes the secret mountain path that allowed Persian forces to surround the defenders. Without his betrayal, the Greeks might have held the pass. Fifth, and most shocking of all, the battle actually lasted 7 full days, not just the final heroic stand we remember. But here's what will blow your mind. Xerxes was so enraged by the resistance that he ordered Leonidas beheaded and his body crucified. This broke every Persian military tradition of honoring brave enemies.